Hello. Yes, good morning, everybody. I hope you can hear my voice and at the same time see my screen clearly. So today's webinar, I want us to look at an analysis of some cryptocurrencies. I want us to be looking at Ripple. We'll look at Ripple. Then we'll also look at Bitcoin, and then we'll also look at Ethereum. Then we may also look at Litecoin to see exactly what we expect to be happening in the near future and what's currently happening at the moment. So we'll start off with Bitcoin. We have it here. We look at the monthly time frame. So with Bitcoin so far, as it is right now, the price has been in a sell for some times now. We had a very big crash from the year 2021. The 10th month, we had a crash from this point here. The price went massively to the lower side, and it happened within a very short time. As we're talking right now, it looks like it's when the price is recovering to the upper side. So I want us to look at it from the way I'm looking at it. We had this move up, and then we had a move down, then we had a move up, and then we had a move down, then we had a move up, then we had a move down, then we had a move up. So we have this, we've been seeing these movements. We have a move up, there is a retracement, there is a move up, there is a retracement, there is a move up, and then there is a retracement to the lower side. So currently the price is pulling back to the upper side. And on this chart, look at how I want to draw my levels. This is one of the main levels that I want us to give focus. We have the first one here. We had a very good support here. We had a support here. There was a break below that support zone. Currently the price is pulling back to the upper side. So within these two lines, 34.49.5.58 and 32.218.13, this is a very good place. I want us to look for a sell from. If the price goes to that zone but does not break and close above it, that is going to give us the best place to look for a sell from. So the idea here is to look for sell positions. When the price gets to somewhere within these two zones, two lines, I want us to look for a sell order within these two lines, expecting that the sellers will push us to the lower side, at least up to this point here. So keep looking for sell positions. If the price can go up to this point, if it doesn't break above it on the monthly time frame, this should be the best place to look for a sell from. Ideally, the safest place I'd like us to look for a sell from is when the price gets to 34.49.5.58, this level here. And if for some reasons the price goes up and it ends up breaking and closing above this line, expect it to continue upwards towards this level here. We have that level, we have another level here, and then we have the ultimate highest high, which is this point here. This is the highest it can go. If the price goes upwards after this, that's going to be like a miracle. It's very difficult as it is now for price to break above this line and break above this line and go straight up to this point here. I'm not saying it is impossible, but it is possible, just that in most cases this does not happen. The price does not just move from this point up to the highest high in one day or in 1 week or in 1 month. It takes several months for price to go. So as I was saying, on this chart, those are the levels I'm looking at. Now this is on the weekly time frame. We are having a very good support zone. This is almost around the same place where we had where we are expecting a buy on the monthly time frame. So here we have a good support here. We have a good support. we have a good support. There is a break below that support. We have a resistance, and we have a resistance here. So as long as the price does not break and close above this line on the weekly looking at, this is the main resistance zone we are looking at. We also have this support zone here. These are the levels to focus on the weekly time frame. So if the price gets to this point, if it doesn't break and close above it, that will give us an ideal place to look for a sell from. The same chart on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame now we have our indicator showing, and we do have a very good resistance zone here. We basically don't expect the price to break and close above it. We don't expect the price to close above this line, but if that happens, then that will be a very good sign that we expect the bars to continue to push price upwards, at least up to somewhere around this zone here. So expect that the price is going to continue upwards after it has broken above 31.47.4.83. After the price has gone above it, we want to see a retracement back towards the same level to mean that the price is continuing upwards towards the next supply zone, which is this one. If this supply zone is broken, the next zone is this one. If this is broken, the next one is this one here. And on the lower side, we do have a very good demand zone here. We have another demand zone, and we have another one here. So that's my opinion on that chart. I now want us to look at Ethereum. So with Ethereum so far, we do have some zones that are drawn by default by our indicator. So we have this zone here. We have a demand zone. 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 And we have a supply zone here. We have a supply zone. And we have another supply zone here. So technically speaking, this is another line which we are looking at. We have a support. There is a break below. We have a resistance. If the price can go up and touch this line, then this should give us an ideal place to look for a sell from. So if the price should ascend and close above this line, then we do expect that the bars will continue to push price to the upper side, at least up to this zone, where if that zone is broken, we will expect that the price is going to continue much higher towards the next level, which is this zone here. So technically speaking, we are supposed to be focusing on buy positions on this chart, but only temporarily up to this line. When this line is broken, we expect the bars to push us upwards, but there is another zone here which the price must clearly ascend above for us to know that it is true that the price is continuing to the upper side. So if the price should break above this line, expect it to continue upwards towards the next level, which is this one. If this is broken, expect the bars to continue to push price much higher towards the next level, which is this zone here. So this is my opinion on the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, there is just one main level, one main zone we are looking at. So we are looking at this zone here for a sell. We look at this zone here for a sell and this zone here for a buy. If the price should go and touch this zone, then within these two lines, this is where we want to look for a sell from. And we have another one here. This is where we want to look for a buy from. So you either sell it here, or you can wait and buy it here. You either sell it here, or you can wait and buy it when the price touches the lower zone. So that's what I can say on this chart on the daily time frame. It looks way more clearer on the daily time frame than even on the weekly time frame. So I want to look for a sell here, and to look for a buy here. You can see even in the past that was a very good zone. It was a very good zone on the 4 hours. So on the 4 hours chart, we have this resistance zone. We have a resistance, and we also have a support here. So technically speaking, we are looking at this zone. At the same time, we are looking at this zone here. We are waiting to buy here, and we're also waiting to sell when the price gets to this zone here. Those are the only two levels. So as I was saying, we have this zone here and we have those zones. Those are the only two zones we are focusing as it is right now. Those are the only two main zones we are focusing on, and we do expect that if the price can go and touch any of them, then we'll be looking for a reversal from those zones, and when the price breaks above them, then we'll be looking for a continuation in the direction of the breakout. So this is on the first. If you check 1 hour time frame, nothing much there. 30 minutes. So on the 30 minute, on the 15 minutes time frame, there is still nothing, but we can see that there's several break off structures to the lower side. So let's check. The next chart I want us to look at is Ripple. Have it here. So Ripple also, just recently we had a very massive spike to the upper side, but the price is not entirely bearish. The price is not bearish. We have this. We have another one. You can see here that we had a resistance. There was a breakout. We have a support. We have a support. There is a break below. And then currently we have a break to the upper side. So what this means is that the price may likely continue to the upper side, at least up to this point. We have a resistance here, and we have another resistance here. So we have a resistance, we have a resistance here, we have another resistance here, then we have a support here. So basically this is the zone. We are looking at this zone. We have this, there's a break above, we have a support, there is a break below, and currently the price has gone and closed above this level here. So expect that the bars will continue to push price upwards. Expect that the bars will continue to push price upwards as long as this current monthly candle does not close below these two lines here. So the next chart is 1 weekly time frame. With the weekly time frame, we have a very good resistance zone. You can see that literally the price is struggling around that area, around this zone. We had a very massive pin bar. We have another one. As it is now, we are expecting that the sellers will continue to push price to the lower side. If the price should go above this line, we expect it to continue to the next level, towards this level here. Where should this be broken, we expect it to extend much higher towards the next level, which is this one here. So expect a possible break above this red line. If that happens, the next place to sell from is this one. If this zone is broken, the next place to sell from is the two lines which we have, which is 1.70352. So you either sell here, or you wait and sell here, or if the price breaks above it, then that will be an indication that the price is continuing much higher. So that is my opinion. This is my opinion on this chart. That is my opinion on this chart, on this time frame. The next time frame is the daily time frame. So with the daily time frame, we do have other zones, like we have this resistance zone, we have this resistance zone, and we have this resistance zone here. Then we have a support zone, we have a support zone, and we have a support zone here. So there is one which has not been drawn, this one. This is a very good one. And as long as the price does not break below it, this should also be a good place to look for a buy from. So we have this, we have this small one, we have another one, we have this one, these two lines, we have this zone, and we have another one, and we have this one here. So thank you very much. That should bring us to the end of today's webinar. We'll meet again next week at the same time. Thank you and see you.